Hello, how you doing? My name is Raymond Thomas. I'm from the Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation. Um, I'm gonna read to you guys out of a book that I got. It's a beautiful book. It's uh, it's a Native American book. I'm gonna try a little bit of voice acting while I do this. I hope you guys enjoy. Now I'm gonna show you the book. This is Native American Myths and Legends by Richard Erdos and Alfonso Ortiz. Isn't this a beautiful book? I mean, this is just amazing. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. I'm gonna pick a story out of here, and we'll see what happens here. Let's see if my camera here can be cleaned. There we go. Um, let's see. They got so many different tribes in here. See if I could pick one close to home. My tribe doesn't have very many stories, but man, this is beautiful. This is awesome. Isn't this amazing? I mean, there's just so many different legends and songs in here. Wow, this is just amazing. So I'm gonna pick a an Apache. Turkey makes the corn and coyote plants it right here. 352. I'm from Arizona, so this is going to be amazing. 352. See if we can get there as soon as possible so we can get this story underway. Long ago, long ago, when all the animals stalked like people, Turkey overheard a boy begging his sister for food. "What does your little brother want?" he asked the girl. "He's hungry, but we have nothing to eat," she said. When Turkey heard this, he shook himself all over. Many kinds of fruits and wild food dropped out of his body, and the brother and sister ate these up. Turkey shook himself again, and a variety of corn that is very large dropped out of his feathers. He shook himself a third time, and yellow corn dropped out. And when he shook himself for the fourth time, white corn dropped out. Bear came over, and Turkey told him, "I'm helping to feed my sister and my brother over there." Bear said, "You can shake only 4 times to make food come out of you. But I have every kind of food on me, from my feet to my head." Bear shook himself, and out of his fur dropped juniper berries. He shook himself again, and out dropped a cactus that is good to eat. Then he shook himself out acorns, then another kind of cactus, then gamble oak, acorns, then blue oak acorns, then pinon nuts, then a species of sumach, then manzanita berries, then wild mulberries, then swirl fruit. Turkey said to the boy and girl, "I have 4 kinds of corn seeds here for you, and this is a good place to plant them." The sister and brother cut digging sticks and made holes with them. In the holes they planted all their corn seeds. The next day, the corn had already come up and was about 1.5 feet high. The girl said, "We still have some squash seeds here." So they planted them too. The boy and girl asked Turkey for more corn seeds. "The corn is coming up nicely," they said. "So we want to make another farm and plant more corn there." Turkey gave them seeds, and they left him and looked after their first fields while they started off to make the other farms. When they came back, they heard Turkey hollering at the cornfields. They ran down there and saw him dragging one wing along the ground. On the other side toward them, there were snakes on the other side of him, and he pretended to have a broken wing to lure the snakes away and shield the boy and girl. The squash plants had young squash on them, and the corn had grown tall and formed ears and tassels. The tassels had pollen in them, and the snakes had come to gather the pollen out of the corn plants. Turkey told the boy and girl to stay away from the corn 4 days. When the snake would be finished, at the end of the 4 days, the corn was ripe. Turkey told them, this will be the only time when the corn will come up in 4 days. From now on, it will take quite a while. And it does. But now the brother and sister had planted corn 3 times, and they gave seeds to other people. Then Slim Coyote came and asked for some. The corn you planted is growing well. So this is the snakes. They're like, the corns you planted is growing well. And the ears are coming out on it. He said, I'd like to have some seeds to plant for myself. Coyote would have to do lots of work if he wanted to raise his corn. But that wasn't his plant. These other people here plant their corn, and after it grows, they have to cook it. Me? I'm not going to do that. Do it that way. I'll cook my corn first, then plant it. So I won't have to bother to cook it when it's ripe. Here's where Coyote made a big mistake. He cooked his corn, ate some, and planted quite a patch of the rest. He felt pretty good about it. Now I've done well for myself. You people have to cook your corn after you plant it. But mine will be already cooked, he said. After planting, he went off with the rest of the people to gather acorns. But when they returned to their fields, Coyote had nothing growing on it at all. He said angrily, you people must have taken the hearts out of it all. He said angrily, you people must have taken the hearts out of the corn seeds you gave to me. No, we didn't do that, they told him. But you cooked the heart out of them before you planted. Coyote asked for more seeds and planted them the right way this time. So his corn grew. The day after he planted it, it was all up about 1.5 feet. He felt good. The people who had planted their corn at the beginning were harvesting now and trying to pull it into bundles. Coyote saw these and wanted some. People got mad at Coyote because he was always asking them for corn. I just want some green ears to feed my children, he would say. As soon as my corn is ripe, I'll pay you back. The other people had all their corn in and stripped now, but their squashes were still growing in the fields. Coyote stole their squash, and the people all came to his camp. They wanted to know if he was the one who was stealing their squash. Coyote pretended to get angry. You're always blaming me for stealing everything. There are lots of camps over there. Why do you have to choose mine to come to with your accusations? But the people knew about Coyote's thieving ways. From now on, don't make your farm near us. Move away and live someplace else, they said. All right. There are several of you that I was going to repay with corn, but I won't do it now that you've treated me this way, he said. So Coyote's family lived poorly, and they never bothered to cook anything before they ate it. Based on Grenville Goodwin's version of 1939. So this was the story of Turkey makes the corn and Coyote plants it, a White Mountain Apache story. This was Native American Myths and Legends by Richard Erdos and Alfonso Ortiz. This is the back. Man, I love this book. Isn't it a beautiful book? This is just amazing. Leather bound. Well, this is the story. I'm going to post this